Hey, what's up, Velvet? You're early. Had another 5 minutes or something like that. 4 minutes. That's okay. I was just posting up a live on Discord and Facebook. How you doing tonight? And of course, I'm probably lagging to death. I actually changed it, but it probably didn't change. It probably didn't change it yet. You have to refresh the page to see it, probably. But you're still real early then. You're half. If it was a 9, you'd be 35 minutes early. I'm okay. A little tired, but didn't sleep that good last night. Slept most of the night, but I slept some during the day today. A little bit. Trying to get enough energy to do some videos. I need some badly. If I can get my lazy butt to in gear and get them done. I told everybody it was at 8:30 anyway, so even if you got the notice, they know I got it marked for 8:30. Ate up by gnats, huh? Oh boy. I think the next week's gonna be up to the 90s pretty soon. So you'll have even more gnats. Joy to the world. The pests will be coming out soon. A lot more than gnats. Horse flies, deer flies, mosquitoes, all that crap. Yeah, it says 8:30 now. If you refresh your page, it would say 8:30 now.
Today, Midas fixes a lot more than you think. Tires, brakes, oil, and more. Find out why Midas has over 100,000 five-star
I got Francis on my phone here, making her watch. Excuse me. Making her watch the ads. Excuse me. I couldn't get to the mute fast enough. Wow, that was a fast commercials for her. Well, it doesn't look too bad on my phone tonight. Could be worse. Could be worse. Well, that was me. I had to watch my own commercials. Okay. Get Francis here too. Yeah, I know, but I try to mute so I don't cough in front of everybody else. Try not to, anyway. Yeah, I was going to do this at 9 o'clock, but I got thinking it was like right around 8 o'clock. I said, half an hour notice is good enough. They either see it or they won't. I don't know if Recon ain't showed up in a while. I don't know if Ken will catch it or not. I could actually email them, but I hadn't got around to it yet. I might try it. I'll send them one, but I doubt it'll make any difference. Yeah, I sent them a message. I don't know if they'll get it or not. Probably should, but we shall see. Yeah, I told her. She answered me, said she was getting Ezra to sleep. But that doesn't mean she won't get on. She still might. In fact, I even sent Dylan a message too, I think. Trinity, Sierra. Oh, I didn't send one to Kirsten. Oh, well. That's kind of why I haven't been having them. Just nobody's joining up. You know. That's why I tried to get them earlier so people wouldn't be in bed and they wouldn't be having to worry about going to bed so early or going to bed later because of it being later. But there's really a lot, people don't really realize it, but there's actually a lot to do setting it up, getting ready to do it and everything. And as I've told you before, it's a little bit depressing when nobody shows up. You know, just a couple of people. Nothing against, I appreciate even the couple that show up, but still, it's, you know, we got lots of subscribers, so we should be getting a lot more people. I even posted it up on Discord tonight, so some of the Quake players might actually join us tonight. We'll see. Well, maybe they'll come tonight. Maybe start. I would be shocked. I would be shocked. Of course, Trinity may show up, and sometimes she'll bring a few friends with her. Excuse me. That's nice. That helps. You know, that helps some. Especially if we get some of our regular crowd in here, like you, Jennifer, Doc, Trinity, Ken, Recon, Minnie, if she shows up. She ain't showed up in quite a while. People don't realize it, but this software I use, StreamYard, I have to pay for that every month. If I can't get enough people to come in, it's hard to pay for it every month and to pay for the internet. I technically don't even need the internet anymore. I could be saving the $85 a month if it wasn't for doing the live and stuff. I don't know, checking the email or whatever, but I can do that with my phone. So I don't really need the internet if it wasn't for YouTube. So you and your brother get that house done yet you were working on? Annie, how are you? How you doing? Good to see you. Ken, how you doing, buddy? I wasn't sure if you got the message or not, Ken. There's Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer got a membership. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. I think Annie, are you new, Annie? Or is that your sister, Velvet? A green name. That must mean Jennifer got the Emerald membership. Yeah, I thought it was your sister. I wasn't. For some reason, the name wasn't. I wasn't sure of the last name. It threw me for a minute for some reason. Excuse me. I'm not sure why, but it did. I think it's Ken's fault that I got confused. Sorry, Ken. I make use of you somehow. You be my blaming guy now. You didn't get the notice, Ken? I sent you an email about right after I got it going. I did send a notice out, but it was only about a 15-minute warning. I was going to do it at 9 o'clock, and I said, the heck with it. People might be looking for me at 8. So about 8:10 or 8:15, I sent a notice out. I know it wasn't much notice, but we got 5 people. That's good. Yeah, I thought it was your sister, Velvet, but I just wasn't sure. How you doing, Annie? I didn't know you were down here. Are you down here with Velvet, or are you up north? Back up home. I haven't heard nothing from Recon either. I'm surprised he hasn't written me an email back. They might. Well, we got 5 people here at the moment. Well, my wife is logged in, but she's not really here. So, all right, 4 people. 5 with me, I guess. I always usually send it out an hour early, Ken. Always. Tonight was a spur of the moment thing. I decided to go ahead and do one. But supper was later than normal tonight. We didn't finish dinner until right at 8 o'clock. So I had to rush out here and go ahead and send the notice out. And decided to just do it at 8:30. I was going to have it at 9. But I changed it to 8:30. If you send them out too early, Ken, I've already figured out. If I sent it out hours early or that morning or whatever, everybody would just swipe it off their phone and they'd forget about it. So it seems like an hour notice seems to work about the best normally. When you put them out too early, it's just too early. People forget about it. They get doing something else and forget. I could send a notice through the community part, like a message out to everybody at first, but I'm usually doing things during the day too. I don't have the time to just stop everything I'm doing and send out a bunch of messages every day. I don't have that kind of time to do that. And I don't know any of the chinos that do that either. They just send one message out. Oh, you're in Steenhatchee now? You're going to do some fishing? Or are you working down there? Are you working on the house too? Excuse me. Boy, am I lagging bad. Yeah, I'm lagging pretty bad. I can see that. Huh. I think I'm about a minute behind. Yeah, I know someone send them out pretty early, but most of the time people just swipe them aside and forget about it. I've tried sending them out early before, but it never made a difference. Trinity said okay, but she hasn't showed up yet. She'll probably show up pretty soon. I've been told that bum Eeyore, Tracy, to get on, but he didn't answer me yet. I'm sure he'll have some kind of excuse. Now we gotta get Annie to sign up for membership and that bum Ken to sign up for membership. And I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I did disconnect Patreon. You guys, none of you have been on, none of you are on Patreon anymore. Haven't been for a long time now. I discontinued that quite a while ago. Once I got memberships here available on YouTube, which is part of YouTube, I decided it was just better to be all part of YouTube instead of, because Patreon's a third party. It's not the same as YouTube. And the YouTube, pretty much YouTube gives better benefits as far as the benefits that you get out of a membership. Okay, Annie, that's great. I appreciate it for sure. I've been using a pry bar on Ken. He's hard to get off all that money he's got. If I had Ken's money, I could throw mine away. And Velvet and Annie, do you guys ever do any fishing down there in Steenhatchee? Yeah, they get a percentage of it, Ken, but that's okay. It's just part of the way it works. You know, they supply the software and the place to do everything. You know, they gotta make something. Help Patreon got a percentage too. I wish I was loaded. Yeah, I'm loaded with empty pockets. Oh, you leaving already, Annie? All right, well, have a good night. Oh, you're not? Okay. Oh, yeah, good night for fishing. Now, she's not going to bed, Jennifer. She's not leaving, Jennifer. I thought she was too, but I guess not. Okay, Velvet, no problem. I guess they didn't want to go to bed, did they? I was so broke, Ken, I had to sell the safe. Nobody made any coffee tonight, Ken. I didn't make none. My wife didn't make none, so I'm stuck with water. It's all I could afford. I'm not. I'm not rich like you, Ken. I can only afford water, and I have to get that from Jennifer. I can't even afford any of that nice fruity water anymore. Oh well. So now I get some of these little peppermint things here from Christmas that people give us for Christmas, you know. And I get water. And that's how I get flavored water. I suck on one of these peppermints and drink some water. And it's flavored peppermint. Now that's what you call a poor boy. Poor boy drink. I don't like Tang very much. I told you I had to sell the safe. The safe was empty. I needed the money, so I just sold the safe too. And the junk man didn't give me much for that. There wasn't much scrap metal there to get. And the guy found his coat on the side of the road. That's how poor I am. I've been wearing this same shirt for 15 years probably. Yeah, I guess Recon ain't showing up again. Trinity did answer me. Said okay, but I guess she's still not coming on. Oh, of course, her time is different. She's probably thinking of her time. We'll know if she shows up at 9 o'clock. I think she's an hour behind. Yeah. Mississippi will be an hour behind, I think. Welcome back. You ought to know, Ken. I don't know how they stay rich. I've never been rich. But evidently you know. Welcome back, Velvet. I hope the kids straightened you out. I know you think you straightened them out, but that's probably not the case. They're just letting you think that. Well, with all the trouble our ex-president Trump is having financially, Ken, you can loan him some money pretty soon. He's got some pretty big tax issues and stuff like that, and fines to pay and all kinds of stuff from what I hear. Well, if it was me, they would no longer have electronics in their room at all. So I guess everybody is, I know Jennifer's heard about it because I've talked about it here, but I guess everybody's familiar with all this baloney going on with Ukraine and Russia. It's say Putin has lost his mind. The kind of hinting he's getting about, getting like Adolf Hitler. Wants to take over the world. Well, at least you can afford the letter, Ken. I'm so poor I couldn't go around the world. I couldn't go to the next, actually I couldn't even go to the store across the street if it cost a quarter to go around the world. And at least you got good internet. Mine's crap, and I pay twice as much as you do. Which makes me even poorer. I was going to go out and sit out on the highway with a sign that said, work for food. But I couldn't even afford the piece of cardboard to write with, and I didn't have anything to write with on top of that. See, evidently Jennifer's rich too. She's got cardboard. Who would have known? We're so poor, Ken. We're gonna have worm and grass stew. I'm so poor they won't even let me be the poster man. They said I have to escalate from my poverty to get up to that poster man stage. Well, all I can say, Ken, is I hope you enjoy rolling around in all that money you got, telling all them lies about how poor you are. I'm in a shed. That's how poor I am. And somebody had to give me the shed. That's not mine. My wife claims everything that I own. See, that's how poor I am. I'm so poor, my wife is still skinny. And when we go out in public somewhere in the store, she usually says, I don't know who that is. Yeah, you think that's what's holding up the walls? Is the cardboard wall? It's not even cardboard; it's styrofoam. That's what's holding up the shed. We get a good strong wind, I'm done for. I wonder why Trinity never showed up. I thought she was coming on. Bum 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 bum. Oh my goodness. I don't either. It's not mine. I don't know whose it is. I'm just using it. Cops will probably show up and arrest me for invading the studio here before long. You got a house instead. If I had a house, I wouldn't need the studio. I'd just use the house. I ain't rich enough for a house. I never had no house, just a cardboard box to live in or a tent. Sometimes a plastic bag was what I lived in. When I was younger on my motorcycle, be raining, I'd have a plastic bag over me. You forgot to get on. How are you doing, Trinity? Keeping busy with the schoolwork? Actually, I got on a little bit late tonight. I was going to do it at 9 o'clock. Changed it to 8:30 at the last minute. Ken's been complaining ever since because he didn't get an earlier notice. He never gets them anyway, so I don't know why he wants an earlier notice. He never gets them. Ken's got so much money, he's out there racing cars and stuff and running all over the place, spending money and everything. That's why he never gets the notices. It's the only thing I can figure. Worked a lot of hours this week. Well, that's good. That way you can afford to get a membership finally. I don't want to hear no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're all proud of her. She's getting an education. She's got her associate's degree. Now she's going to get her bachelor's degree. And she's going to get a master's. And then her doctrine. Well, don't forget, you've got an associate's degree. You should have a brain now. It's supposed to be work now. You've almost got a bachelor's degree. She got one. I can't believe it. Wow. Wow, thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Look at that. I got 2 members today. Jennifer joined as a member today, too. How about that? It all helps, for sure. I even invited Sierra tonight, but she didn't answer me yet. I guess she's probably not going to. Yeah, you don't have much more than, a year more to go for your bachelor's? I see you got that. Yeah. I thank you. And Annie's going to become a member next week, I think she said. Now if we get Mr. Moneybags Ken to join, well, he'll have a pretty good membership in Recon, if Recon ever shows up again. Maybe that sneaky old Minnie. You don't have a headphone jack? Oh, yeah, Velvet's got to rejoin. She hasn't rejoined yet either. So we got Jenny and Trinity as new members today, which is great. 2 in 1 day. I don't have one either. My wife does, but I don't. I have a motorcycle, but I can hardly drive it. I need to step down to a mini bike. I did wash it the other day. A couple of days ago, I washed it. And boy, it needed it. Trinity's getting a doctorate in psychology because she knows the rest of the family's crazy and somebody's got to deal with them. It'll be her. Dealing with all the crazy nuts in the family. Especially her grandfather. I knew you'd agree with that, Trinity. Oh, Velvet got hers too. All right, Velvet, 3 in 1 day. How about that? That is a record. That's a record. How about that? Thank you, Velvet. I thought I was going to put a stick of dynamite on the velvet to get her to sign up again. I guess she kept forgetting. But I used to remind her and drive her nuts. Well, it's true, Jennifer. There's a lot of people that could probably use a psychiatrist in this family, you know. She can communicate with her dad better, too. Maybe. It's a big maybe. That might take the doctrine to do that. That's probably what I'm going to need is a mini bike. Get rid of the Harley and get a mini bike. Then I can hold it up a lot easier and maneuver it easier. Go back to a 750 or something. My Harley's a 1690, 103 cubic inch. It weighs about 1,000 pounds. You can get a 750 that weighs about 450 pounds. You don't know about that either, Trinity? Well, I wasn't sure either, but I just thought I'd just throw it out there, you know. Probably won't be too many more years. Me and your grandmother will have dementia, and we may need somebody like you with a doctrine. Or we'll just go crazy one or the other. I asked your grandmother the other day, I says, well, we get a little bit of extra money. Maybe we'll take a ride to see the key on the bike. She just looked me dead in the eye and said, well, ever since I've been sick, you know, she's like, I might want to live a little longer. You'll be my therapist, doctor. Ah. They'll just put me in a straitjacket and throw me into the VA hospital. I found out if you go to the VA hospital, if you turn yourself in to the psycho ward, they actually pay you about $3,000 a month. I'm considering that. And you can bet your grandma will never let me out when I'm getting all that much money. I love you more, Trinity. And I miss you more, too. I need more than a psychiatrist. I need a doctor that can give me some energy to start doing more things. I like to try to get a bunch of videos out. I like to do what Ken wanted me to suggested the last time was, I'd like to get enough money to get a few tickets so I could do some tickets. 2 or 3 times a week or something. Not a lot of them, 2 or 3 tickets. At least put a few videos out with some tickets in it every week. ASD, how you doing, buddy? We missed you the last couple of videos. You must have been busy over on your stream over there. We got 3 new members tonight, ASD, that joined the membership. Velvet rejoined, Trinity joined, and Jennifer joined, which is great. Been trying to get Ken to do it, but he's been talking the po' boy blues all night. We're gonna get him a guitar, and he'll be doing the po' boy blues. After the day had no one test you, huh? And I keep forgetting to call Brad. I've been meaning to call Brad for weeks now. And I just can't remember. I just keep forgetting. Although I did call him once or twice, and I think when I went to his answering machine. And then there was that period of time where he was really sick. I'm pretty sure I told you all about that. He got COVID real bad. Oh, you had to get a new PC, huh? Well, maybe it'll be good in the long run. I'm sure you probably got something better than what you had, probably. Which would benefit you even more. I'd like to upgrade my graphics card. Mine's not a bad graphics card by any means, but it's a lot older technology, but it's still a good card. But I'd like to get something a lot, more memory in it and stuff. I think mine's NVIDIA 4800. Got DDR3, 2 gigabyte. It does okay. It handles everything I do all right, but it could be a little better. My computer is a 6-core, 3.4. This graphic card I have will actually play Battlefield 4. It'll play most of all the games that are out there. So it's not that bad. Well, Ken, pick one up and learn how to play it. You ain't that old. Yeah, it sounds like a good card, ASD. My computer itself is fast enough, though. The 6-core computer is plenty fast enough for what I do on YouTube. My computer has 8 gigs of RAM too, but I like to have had more, but my limit on my motherboard is 8 gigs. But if I wouldn't really upgrade the whole computer, I'd just probably get another motherboard and more RAM. The 6-core CPU is plenty fast enough for everything I do. I would like to get more RAM though. At least 16 gigabyte. I'd love to get more than that even, but 16 would still be a big improvement. Not that it matters the way my crappy internet is. If I had really good internet, it would definitely help. Yeah, it's been, at least a month since Recon's been here. Yeah, I'll just get a new motherboard. The CPU is fine. Get some more RAM. My power supply is plenty big enough. I've got like a 750 watt power supply, so I'm not worried about that at all. My case is really big case, good case. That's just an iBuyPower case from Newegg. Keep trying, Ken. It helps if you know somebody else that plays guitar that can play with you to help you learn. I didn't have that benefit when I was younger. When I was a kid, when I got my first guitar. My uncle, who didn't know very much, did try to help me a little bit with a few chords, but my parents got me 2 lessons and that was it. I was on my own after that. The guy he taught me C and G and that was it. But you can buy books that show you the chords. They have little dots on them where your fingers go and all that stuff. Yeah, I know how to do all that ASD. I was a computer tech for 20 years, probably at least. I build all my own computers. I've built hundreds of computers. I think I already told you guys this. I had a computer store before we ran the group home. I actually had a computer store. I built computers and tech work. I did all the county and the state's work and the city's work, different cities, and had people working for me. So yeah, I did all that before. Did all the maintenance, EMS, the courthouses. I did all their computer work, networking, Novell, everything. Nobody deleted your comment. I didn't delete it. Nobody deleted your comment. It's still there. What comment are you referring to? There hasn't been any comment deleted. You might not have hit enter or something. I've done that before. You talking about that comment right there? It's still there. That's strange. You know, E minor chord, D chord, G chord. Well, you're on your way. All right, good night, Velvet. Thanks for joining the membership, and I appreciate you coming and staying just about the full time here. Definitely appreciate it. Have a good night. Well, if you can do the E and D and G, you need to learn the C chord. A is not hard. That's pretty easy to learn. If you can do, once you learn A minor, you can do E minor, or E, pretty simple. You only need to learn a few more chords, ASD, to be able to play hundreds of songs. Mainly you need to learn C and A, those two especially. And G7, which is pretty close to a G. No problem, ASD. I actually did it at 8:30 tonight. I was going to do it at 9, but I decided to go ahead and do it at 8:30 because Velvet was already on. And so I said, ah, the heck with it. I changed the time to 8:30. The biggest problem I see with people learning to play guitar is this. They go through the old thing of, I'll just get a cheap beginner guitar. You might as well not even play. Because the cheap beginner guitar is hard to play. The action's horrible. People never get them set up at all. They don't set them up right. So it makes them even harder to play. It hurts, it kills your fingers. Even a really good guitar will hurt your fingers for a while, but they won't, not to that extent. You gotta push your fingers a lot harder on a really cheap guitar. So it discourages people from playing. If you get something that's fairly decent, and yeah, I know they're not cheap, you get something around the $400 or $500 range, and then have a guitar Luther set it up, which will cost you about $30, $40. Have them set it up professionally so you can play it easier, then you'll probably stick to it and you'll play it. In fact, 9 out of 10 people that learn how to play, they want to play, they quit because of that reason, because it hurts their fingers so much and it's discouraging. So you have to get something decent. Good night, Jennifer. Thanks for joining the membership. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm about to shut it down here pretty soon anyway. It's been an hour now. Actually, it's been a little over an hour. Velvet got me motivated quicker. And it's actually easier to learn on an electric guitar because the action's better. Even a cheap electric guitar is good enough to learn on. But I was talking about an acoustic. If you wanted an acoustic, get something decent. you can learn a lot easier on an electric. It's a lot easier to push them strings. And stay with it. The first couple of weeks, your fingers are going to be a bit sore, but do it anyway. Even if it's for 5 or 10 minutes a day, whatever. Get your fingers toughened up a little bit, then it'll all come a lot easier. And it's all mind muscle memory. Your hands to your brain. Once you start learning them chords, you'll automatically go to them without even thinking. You'll see a C, a D, or whatever, you go right to it automatically. And then try to learn songs that you already know a few chords, 2 or 3 chords, that has a new chord that you have to learn to play the song. If you keep doing that, and you keep getting songs that are a little bit harder to play, but require different chords, then you just keep learning. And you get better and better and better. I don't claim to be a great guitarist by any means, but I play enough that I can enjoy playing with no problem. I've played in a couple of bands, had my own band once, but like I said, I don't claim to be a great guitarist. I'm not. I'm not a lead player really at all. I play a little bit of leads here and there when I'm playing rhythm, but that's how I do it. Hi Lisa, happy birthday. I don't know if I think Jennifer just left, but I'm not sure. You're about a minute too late. Are you going to join my membership and and finish that all-time record we got tonight, Lisa? Well, I'm not really that good about teaching guitar, that's for sure, Ken. Somebody's got to help me first. No problem, Lisa. Just go to my page there and hit the join button. It's not much. There's 3 different levels. I just told Jennifer you just came on, so she'll probably come back on. How are you doing, Lisa? Today's Lisa's birthday, guys. Happy birthday, Lisa. Okay, Trinity, thanks for joining the membership, baby. I appreciate it. And thank you for coming on. I appreciate that too, especially. And I'd love to see you, for sure. We can't wait to see you come back down again. Hopefully that'll be sometime soon. Since Nana won't go to see the key with me, maybe I'll make you ride with me to see the key. On the bike. Good night, Trinity. Say hi to Sarah for me when you see her again or talk to her. So Lisa, how old are you now? Don't make us guess, cause you'll get mad if we guess. Did you hit 30 yet? $30, I guessed it. How about that? Okay. I wasn't sure, but I figured you were getting pretty close. I knew you was older than Caitlin. Because her birthday's coming up pretty soon, and she's going to be 26. Well, I told Jenny, but I guess she's still trying to get Ezra to sleep, so she probably didn't get the message. She didn't answer me. I thought she'd come back and say happy birthday. But I'm sure she probably already did on Facebook. Well, if you're having a few drinks, don't drink too much. Don't want to go in there and get sick or anything. You have to go in there and talk to John. I know how some of them birthday parties can get. Did ASD leave yet? You still here, ASD? I can't tell because YouTube keeps doing funky things with the numbers of how many people are here, so hard to tell. It was 4, now it's showing 5, and I know ASD was here. He usually says goodbye, so I don't know if he is or not. Let's just have internet trouble. Oh, he's still here. Oh, you busy with something? You made a new drink. What kind of new drink is a new drink? Are you experimenting with different liquors? Little vodka, little gin, little rum, little whiskey. I think a lot of us have done that before when we were younger. Made some pretty potent stuff. 151 Bacardi, some wild turkey, little peppermint schnapps for flavor. Some pretty rough stuff. So have you got your new computer yet, ASD, or are you waiting for it to come still? Well, if she's with her friends, I guess that means at least she's inside. She's not out at home. Of course, she may have to, hopefully not have to drive home. Major Blast and Crown Royal. Are you working on your new computer? Okay, that's good. You're not driving? That's even better. Well, get it done, ASD. It's always fun building a new one. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. All right, well, you can go ahead and get back to work on it. In fact, I'm getting ready to shut it down anyway. That's why I was wondering if you're still here. So I guess we are going to shut it down. It's been over an hour, so. Lisa, good to see you. ASD, glad you made it on. Good luck with getting your computer done. Hopefully it'll be what you need to do to get things going good. Ken, appreciate you coming, buddy, as always. Take care. And who else is here? I say goodnight to Lisa, ASD, Ken. Who else is here still? I think Jennifer's gone. Trinity's gone. And Velvet's gone. So I guess that's it. All right, guys. Everybody, y'all have a good night. Good seeing everybody. And hopefully we'll have another one here pretty soon. I'm really trying to get something figured out here on something more permanent as far as doing the lives 2 or 3 times a week or whatever. But my main goal right now is I want to get some videos done. I haven't had videos out in a while, quite a long time, so I definitely need to get going on that. But they're a lot of work, and I need to just take some time, and I'd like to be able to do a couple of them in a day, 2 or 3 of them in a day, and then get them set up so I can upload them on a schedule. But we'll see how that works. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Take care. Thanks for coming. I appreciate all you guys joining the memberships and everything. Y'all have a good night, and we'll catch you the next time. Stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll see you all later. Have a good night. Good night.